Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Saturday Brunch with your host, with the most. And you know I'm always going to brag about having the best French toast still with pancakes and syrup and whipped cream on top. Shout out to the House Chronicles for giving me this amazing platform to push my pee and talk my shit. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you leave that comment down below. Description, ring the bell. Hey, and make sure you subscribe. Leave a like as well. A bunch of you have not been subscribing. The data shows that a lot of you watch the content, but you're not subscribing. That's stealing. I'm joking. But please subscribe, guys. Please do. Make sure you follow us on all our social media platforms. TikTok, X, not Twitter, Instagram, and what else? We're on Spotify too. Shout out to Spotify. If you're listening to me in your car, good morning. There's a subtle voice in your car. I'm your radio for today. How you chilling? Make sure you follow us on Spotify too. You know the vibes. Let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not alone. I started off this podcast with a big black man that was bald, with a beard, big tummy, 7 feet tall. But I have two today. Two big black men with deep voices. You're going to hear them in the background. Trust me, they're men. They have a bit of a cold today. So their voice may sound a little bit feminine, but they're two men. Big black men, how you doing?
Yeah, a problem. I'm serious.
Yes! What's good, baby girls or baby men?
Miracle. We are ladies, not men.
I don't understand.
Why do you sound like that? Why is your voice like that? You're my ladies, not men. What is going on today? Bro, Anna has had a tough day today, bro.
Wow.
By the way, she's had a tough day. I'm not even a tough couple 2 days.
But Miracle, how am I sounding though? Am I not sounding nice?
You sound troubled.
Really?
Especially because the topic we're about to get into is about Eno, actually. She brought up this topic. I was upstairs. I was like, I need to do this by myself. And I was like, I have a topic for you. She was so excited, guys. She was so enthused.
I know you jumped on it real quick.
No, knowing you jumped. You are not even meant to be part of this podcast. You jumped on to back her. So I'm about to kill both of you today.
Why?
And the comment section is going to decide, like always. Make sure you leave a comment in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe to the House Chronicles. So, guys, Eno, tell us the story and why the topic is the topic.
All right. So I asked Miracle today that why is it that men like ghosting girls? Some men, not all men, after they've had one or two to do with them.
After what? Speak proper, bro. What are you? Stop cutting around the corner and beating about the bush.
After having sex.
After having sex
Are
with
you
them.
being shy?
And that's not really cool because men complain about how women are always transactional. But they started this thing. They did.
Hold on. You're jumping gears. You're jumping gears. You started off with men having what we like to call post-cum
Clarity.
That's what we like to call it, post-cum clarity. And you're now moving on to transactional. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing.
Well, because when
Men
you
are
meet,
sexual creatures.
yeah, but I mean, when you meet a man these days, they will tell you how I don't like girls that make everything very transactional. I like being with a girl that wants to be with me. But
Of course.
at the end of the day, it's all transactional.
No,
Eve, right?
transactional,
Isn't it?
transactional,
It's all
transactional is against
Honestly,
nature.
It
Transactional
is.
is against nature. You guys need to stop that bullshit right now.
How
You
is
don't
it
need to
bullshit?
stop it.
Wait, hold on. How is it bullshit?
It's big bullshit right
Because
now.
at the end of the day, you're saying, okay, I think I remember we had this conversation one time.
Hey.
And you were saying something about, if a man, he has sex and he comes and he's still right
Oh,
next
yeah,
to
post-nut
you.
clarity.
Yeah, that's what
It's
I'm
a big
saying.
deal.
But make it make sense.
A girl
because
can look
when
like a 9. After nutting, she's a 5. I swear to God. I raised my hand and say, bro, it's happened to me. I saw this 8.5.
You were not under the
8.5.
Wait, you were not under the influence on anything at the time. Yeah. That's what
No.
I thought.
I was not.
You were
I was not.
clear-eyed when you met her.
8.5. I had a Red Bull. 8.5. I nutted. Bro, she turned into a 4.
Wow.
I was like, whoa, what happened here? I did this? Me? That's one that you don't want to tell your boys about.
Really? So you're
Oh,
saying
yeah.
that once most men have like the whole personal clarity, they never see the woman the same way?
Oh, yeah,
Most
no.
times.
No, it's like when a guy sleeps with you and he's drunk. Yeah.
No matter how fine she is.
A guy drunk can pick a 1, and a 1 will look like a 6. I promise you. Men are Some men are disgusting.
Oh, thank you for admitting that.
No,
But
not
I
in
mean-
not in your feminist sense. No, I mean like
Look,
some men are
see,
just
no,
nasty. Like
no, you
they're
don't
nasty.
understand. But actually, you hit the nail on the head. Some men are just quite disgusting. But now you mentioned something about men being sexual creatures. But if they now have okay, let's have a conversation about men and women who like sex more.
Men.
You're saying men do?
Men.
You're one of the few men.
Men.
Wait, you said you're one of the few men that will admit it, because this kind of conversation I've had with different people,
Well,
and
men
they'll say
do.
women
Women are
enjoy
more
sex
hormonal.
more.
No, you guys
Men
are
do-
more hormonal.
men love sex
You feel
than
different
women.
things. We just feel sex. We just want to fuck. And a lot of women just don't want to fuck. And you guys just kill the vibe.
Miracle.
But when a
Why
woman,
can't
when
you guys
meet a
just want to fuck, play FIFA,
Miracle.
watch a football game or two, eat
Most
some barbecue?
men are users. Honestly, they are. And I really don't get why a man will approach a woman and, you give her the vibe like you want to date her.
And then just tell us
Then-
the story, man.
All right, so story time. Story.
let's
Beat
get
about
the
the
story.
bush.
Okay, so I could actually say this because I'm really over it,
There you
So
go.
I met this guy, I went to buy food at a place. I met this guy. He walked up to me and he was like, "Oh, I used to." So he mentioned my Instagram handle, because I'm not going to mention it. Somebody comes and look. I
You
don't
want
want them
people
to
to
look for
follow
me. No, So he came and he was like, "Oh, are you this, that on Instagram?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am." He said, "I know you and I've been following you and we've been chatting since 2020." I'm like, "Really?"
Wow, Mado.
Yeah, so I went on Instagram, I typed his name, and it was actually true. As a gentleman,
Hold on. How did he slide in your DMs?
I
I'm
have
curious.
to check. I can't remember.
continue.
Okay, so yeah. So he paid for my food like what any normal guy would do.
Hold on. Stop.
Yes.
Time out. Okay, continue. I'll address that later.
All right. So and we exchanged contact because he did not have my contact at that time because it was just Instagram. So yeah, the next day was like, "Oh, let's go out and all that." I'm like, "Okay, fine, that's cool." Then he invited me to a place which was really cool. I'm like, "Okay, for this guy to invite me to a place means
The
I kind of
type
like
of place.
rated him some kind of way."
What was it? What place was it?
Seka Lagos off Admiralty. Yeah, the Seka there.
That's
Yes.
a fancy place.
Yeah, I'm like,
fancy.
okay,
Yes, I
I think I've been
okay.
in there like once.
Yeah, the place is really cool. I'm like, okay, this is cool. We went there,
What'd you get?
Of course, I'm a wine girl. I ordered a bottle of wine.
Whole bottle?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
No. We got drinking.
What did you eat though? Because I know you had to put
I
Instagram.
love tacos a lot, so that's what I had.
So you didn't
with-
get like the lobster, the steak.
no
Like seafood
tacos,
and stuff.
Just tacos.
yes, and I had like wings, so
You ate
came-
good eats.
I ate good, yeah. So,
okay.
yeah. So we started talking, and we had something similar because this guy is older than me, and I'm starting my business when he already started his business. So there was a lot to talk about, And the guy just keep talking about how when you meet a girl doesn't want to have sex with you, and they'll say, "This is the first time I'm meeting you. I don't want to have sex with you." But to his own opinion, he thinks that if a girl has
He used the move.
yeah. So he thinks that if you as a girl have so much to offer, sex should be the least of it. So a girl shouldn't use sex as, something like a big deal, which is not
Reverse
really a big deal.
psychology.
Yeah, that's what he did. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. If you have so much to offer, sex is not a big deal in my head. So, we got talking and
Was
all
he
that.
saying this when you were having dinner or in the car or when?
When we were having dinner, that's when we were having this conversation.
Okay,
So
okay.
for some reason, it actually makes sense to me because as a girl, if you have so much to offer than sex, so why is sex a big deal? I bought that actually. So fast forward to 2 days, 3 days, and my office wasn't far from his house. So one day he just hit me up. I was like, "What are you doing? Are you done from work? Let's just chill." I liked it. I like his vibe. I'm like, "Okay, send me your
What time? What
address."
time of the day?
Around 8
8 what?
p.m. So I'm
It was
like,
8 a.m. Shut the fuck up.
Can you just laugh? It's very,
yeah, I don't understand why
Was
you.
it 8 a.m.? You be honest. Was it 8
excited
a.m.?
about the story that you know.
Was it 8 a.m.? Be honest. Just be
Why are you
honest.
excited?
No, because it's okay to fuck in the morning. Like, don't be shy. It's fine. Was it 8 a.m.?
I think that's
8 p.m.
another
after
conversation that
work.
needs to be had.
After work.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I went to his house. It was comfortable. The guy made me very comfortable. So it was like, do you play game? Let's go upstairs to play game. I'm like, okay, let's do that. Went
You
upstairs.
knew what was gonna happen. You knew.
Honestly, I don't know.
Shut the fuck up.
Now me, I'm even giving you
Let
side
me
eye,
go
like you
upstairs
didn't
and
know.
play
You
game.
say what now? You say what now?
Let me guess, truth or dare.
Me, I'm giving you side eye.
So we went, he brought us his PS5 and, we were playing and stuff
FIFA?
like that. Yeah. And stuff like that. We
That's
did-
hold on, that's serious. Hold on.
it was actually even
If a
teaching
guy
me.
plays FIFA with you,
As long
that's
as it plays
serious,
a
bro.
video game console with
It was
you, though.
teaching me and it was cute, so and one or two things and
The letter,
yeah. We were playing game. I wanted to play me as a game, so in my head I'm like,
so the loser does what? Y'all
Miracle.
did a wager.
Miracle, I'm not gonna give you full details.
Ah,
He
boo.
started this conversation. You have to finish.
Boo.
You have to finish this convo, man.
The loser what? There was a wager. The loser what? Strip.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Strip.
Anyway, so
Every goal you strip. I'm telling you, like 20 goals.
we started kissing. I'm like,
20 goals first half.
okay. So, for some reason, something keep ringing in my head. It was like, if sex is not the only thing you have to offer, what's the big deal? He sold that to me, and for some reason, and we don't even know how words are powerful if we don't try to filter it. It just stuck there, So in my mind, I was like, it's not a big deal after all. Sex is not the only thing I have to offer, so it's not a big deal. So we did one or two, the whole adult
One or
stuff. For
two?
children, we did the whole
Goddamn.
adult stuff and stuff like that. So, I got to the house. He did not call me. I'm like, what's happening? I called him like, why, what's happening? He's like,
Did you sleep over?
No, I did not, actually, because I had work the next day.
Did he insist you sleep over?
No, the guy was pretty cool,
So he wanted you to go.
After the whole thing, like, you have work tomorrow. So
How was he after like
it was
the
really
second
cool.
time?
Honestly, it was really sweet.
you guys were
Honestly.
still in bed together?
Yeah,
Did he get up immediately?
no.
There's a reason
No, there's only why
why.
he's
I'm
asking that
telling
question.
you.
I'm waiting for that.
Okay,
There's
so,
a reason
yeah.
why.
Okay,
Like
so-
after he nodded,
No, of course.
was he
after-
like, hold on, I need to
Miracle is
hear
very
me out.
silly, honestly.
Look at my body movement. Was he like, or was he like,
Miracle, I can't remember. Please stop asking me that. Stop asking me that.
Yes, you do.
You're being annoying at this
no,
point.
no,
That's
these
what you-
things, man. I'm trying to analyze it for you. I'm doing my best.
No. So after the whole thing, of course, you go and worship and all those things. We did that. So immediately, for some reason, I was like, I have to go home. It's past 10. I have work tomorrow. I was like, okay, that's
So
cool.
you said I had to go.
Yeah, so I got home. For some reason, he did not call. I'm like, I sent a message, and he was like, oh, this, that. I know guys always have excuses and all that. So the next morning, he called. He was like, oh, we said we were going to go to Zaza, Lagos. Are you still game? I'm like, of course, Friday is fine. So on Thursday, I had to leave work early.
Wait, what day did this happen?
On Wednesday.
God damn.
So on Thursday, I had to like go fix myself, fix my nails, my hair, like stuff like that, for Friday for Zaza Lagos.
How much did you spend?
A lot because I had to like fix my frontals, fix my nails.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, because I didn't know. I just wanted to look good,
Average, how much?
like 50,
50K.
Back when? What year? This happened this year.
Miracle.
Yeah,
Miracle,
this is
please.
fresh.
Miracle, please. Let me tell my story.
Okay, I'm sorry.
In
Continue.
peace.
Continue.
Okay, so Friday in the morning I called to know what the plan was, how we were meeting up and stuff like that. He did not pick up. I'm like, maybe later in the day he will.
Work and
So
stuff.
and coming from a place that if I call a guy twice, he doesn't pick. I just let it be
Straight.
because I've come to realize that people actually see their phone ring, and if you give them one missed call, when they are free, they're gonna call you back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
after 2 missed call, I did not really, I was just in the house, and my sister always make things worse. Actually, she was like, what's happening? Are you feeling sad? I said, I'm not feeling sad. I'm fine. They said, but you're supposed to go. I said, yeah, if he calls, I don't care if he doesn't call. You know how guys can be, but I was burning inside. So, around 10, no call. I'm like, what is happening? what is happening? Around 12, no call. It just got done to me that there's no Zaza Lagos. I just got scammed, you know. So, it was really painful because I started looking like, was the sex bad? What really happened? Did I not do it well? Why didn't he call me?
I mean, that thing will actually make you ask
Like,
a lot
honestly,
of
I
questions.
started asking a lot of questions. Like, I wanted to know what happened, but I did not want because I sent a text. I'm like, what is happening? We cannot go. Just let me know. He did not respond to it. And, I said, let me see what is happening. I posted on my status, Instagram. He viewed it. I was like, okay. It was really deliberate.
You said a trap, didn't you?
Yeah,
Of
that's
course,
what
that
I
was,
did.
that was a trap.
And
And he fell for
it
it.
just got done to me that it was really deliberate. And if not because I'm coming from a place that, this thing has never happened to me before, I would have actually questioned my self-worth. Because I wanted some answer I couldn't get answers to. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I wanted to know what happened. Did I do anything wrong? Was I coming off desperate? What really happened?
Yo.
But no word from him.
God damn.
And I just come to realize that my friend said something and she was like, what I want to tell you is that you should just have sex with who you want to have sex with, not because you're expecting something. You should do it because you feel like doing it, not because you want someone to act a certain way.
Yep.
Because when they don't, it doesn't really get to you. And honestly, for the first week, it really got to me because I started questioning everything. What did I do wrong? Why is this guy acting like this? But we had a very cool conversation. It was really cool. I thought we were heading somewhere. What really happened?
It was really cool. Like, bro,
So,
you're so deep.
Honestly, it just made me realize that when
Did this happen last month?
Don't be
Miracle,
asking timeline
please.
now.
This
Miracle,
year,
Bro,
just
did you see her emotion?
it happened
No, but
this
let's
year.
see. Apart from the fact, so whether timeline or not, the truth is sometimes.
Did you ever call him
this thing-
back?
No,
him
I
back and
did
say
not.
Did you send a text?
No.
For what?
What am I supposed to say?
Exactly.
Like, bro, you fucked me and not picking my call. What's
God.
wrong?
You
with you?
understand?
Am I-
Yeah.
You understand? Like, I don't understand. Because the truth is, at the end of the day, because now if you flip the script from this kind of story, what if, she had just gone home that day and not even sent a message of, oh, hey, what's up? I'm home or something, expect him to call. Because if she had stayed, he would
Oh,
still
she didn't
chase her.
send him a text?
She sent him a text, but he never responded. He
No.
now called like.
Are you
know,
trying to
like-
say flip the script? If she
like,
didn't
if
send
she
him
didn't
a...
send it, do you understand? Because
Oh, he would have been so happy.
you think
Oh, yeah.
if he hadn't heard from her after
He
that,
would
day-
have been like, who is Shorty, bro? He might actually call her back.
that's what I'm saying. Do
He
you
might call her
understand?
back.
Because the truth is, this kind of situation now, if she had gone on and said, you know what, okay, after that day, it is what it is, anything that happens from there happens, he will be on her neck.
But hold on. Did he tell you that you guys want to date?
He did not. And I think let me be sincere. I want to be sincere because at that point I was really single to stupor. I wanted to be in an actual relationship.
Yeah, I get that.
Like I really wanted to be in a
baby girl, you gotta-
relationship.
you gotta take a
honestly,
shot for that.
so I think the desperation actually came from me because normally, why will the guy just meet you and because it's nice to you, you just feel like you are going to date. I think it came from me.
I mean, there are guys in this capacity of the world that would buy you a Birkin bag just to fuck, and after that, they're stepping. I'm telling you, bro.
lies.
Money is, you do it according to your tax bracket. if your tax bracket is black belt, buy Shorty, black belt, go smash, be out, bro. Facts. Like, it's really called post-nut clarity.
But Miracle,
It has nothing to do with
It
you.
really
Wait,
brings
but
me
it's-
back to
It's
my
us.
question. My question is,
It's not you, it's us.
I know I've come to realize that, right? So my question is, why do guys actually do those kind of things? Because it doesn't make
sexual
sense to me.
creatures.
And is that bad
We
that
like
I'm really
sex.
very pissed right now? And let me adjust my seat. I'm really very pissed. Let me tell you something. And that's why when guys are talking about girls being transactional, you meet a girl and
No, but
they
that's
say,
not that is not transactional. Transactional is against nature. Fucking and leaving is not. That is nature.
Okay, so if you're saying that now, I don't know if this has happened to you, but I'm pretty sure some of your guys must have told you stories about how they had sex with a particular girl, and since they had sex, they have not heard from her. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Like, okay, I'm home, and then that's it. Like, she's not going out of her way to either communicate with you or trying to say, oh, when next are we seeing? When next are
Oh,
we
then
hanging
the dick
out?
was bad. That's
So Miracle, you
Oh,
say-
but you
yeah.
know what? Wait, but
That
wait.
was some terrible ass
Let
dick.
me tell.
That was some
Miracle.
terrible ass dick right
so
there.
Miracle, are you saying that
My
Miracle,
nigga probably came in like 10
Miracle,
seconds. Don't
hold
tell
on.
me that story.
Miracle.
Because I will tell you that's
Miracle.
some
But there
bad
have
dick.
been
Miracle.
situations like that.
Miracle,
that
so
sex
are you-
was
Terrible job.
good.
Miracle, are you saying that the pussy was bad? That's why I did not reach out.
Oh, wow.
Because you said the dick was bad. Means
Exactly,
maybe
because I'm
Wow.
trying to understand that.
is that what you're trying to say?
No, because this kind of situation, yeah,
No,
it's fun. It's
you
funny.
guys fucked twice? Then it should
No,
Just
but-
once.
But here's the funny
Just
thing.
once.
I've
Oh,
heard
I think
this.
you guys did 2 rounds.
No, just one round, of course.
One?
Yes, that was it. So men are scum, not men. Like some men, like I'm really pissed. Some men are scum, and that's why, honestly, in as much as I don't buy transactional sex because I really want to feel everything I want to feel. Because at the end of the day, I don't want any man having access to me that I don't really like.
Yeah.
I have to like you a certain way for you to see whatever you want to
But you
see.
women, bro.
But honestly, Miracle, I don't blame girls that go transactional and say for me, yes, honestly,
What?
yes, I'm being
Bro,
serious.
that is, bro, they're not
I
gonna
don't.
win. No, they're not gonna win.
Nobody's
But
yet
you
to
know-
win.
you know
Everybody,
that- you
Of course you're
they are
yet
get-
to win.
they are
Do you
yet
know
to
the-
get
but
what
wait,
they
do you
want
know
to
that-
You're
get,
gonna
and
take
that's
a couple
it.
L's at the end of on the journey, but you have to win.
But do you know
those
that-
girls are? I promise you, those girls are not gonna win, bro.
Why do you say that?
Because their past is always going to matter. Their past is always going to matter.
Because there are some girls who I know that
That's a
they're
fact.
they're at a point in their lives where they just say, okay, this might sound weird. They classify some men as walking dildos, in the sense that, oh, I just want to have sex with this person and that's what it is. I move on. They probably don't even want anything from the guy, like whether if he buys her stuff. This
All
sex
she
is
wants
good.
is dick.
Yes.
Oh, those ones are rare, and they don't want a relationship.
And they don't want a relationship.
They don't want a
anymore.
relationship.
Yes.
That's what Miracle is looking
that's
for.
not true.
That's what Miracle is looking for.
And if the guy says, "I want a relationship," they'll say no.
If the guy says,
He wants a relationship, they'll say no.
I don't know about that part, but I know that most women, there are some women that are at this point.
Women
in their
always
life.
say
I
there
think,
are some
no,
women.
wait, but I think this thing
Where are
also.
these
Wait,
women?
hold on. I think this thing also
Like,
has,
where are
wait,
these
Miracle,
women?
I think this thing
I'm
also
yet
has
to find them.
I think this thing also has to do with age as
No,
well.
it's not age.
Sometimes,
Women,
yes.
You see,
Look
the
at,
problem.
no, wait, hold on. If you have friends that, especially women that who are like, they're like early 30s into their mid 30s, and they've been in situations with so many guys that they don't want to get in that kind of situation. I'm not saying there are not some women who don't want loving. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that, but there are some women who are at the point in their life, they're like, you know what? I'm at the point where I have sex for myself to enjoy. They can actually just call up a guy that they even had sex with years before. I'm like, guy, how far? Where are you? Let's hook up and move on.
Where's my camera? Destiny, is this my camera? Cap. Cap.
You can't say
capping.
it's cap.
See,
Maybe
it's
because
cap.
you never
It's cap.
experienced
See,
it before.
Every woman, not all, but most, 99.5%
that works.
And that fact that is lingering. Maybe a woman that doesn't have ovaries and she can't have kids.
No,
Unfortunately,
don't say that.
But
Don't
no,
say-
fact. But
don't
those
say
women
that.
still
But
want
do you know
love.
that-
See,
but you
at the
know-
end of the
I'm
day,
not saying- you
a
don't get-
woman's
I'm not
majority,
saying that.
most women's majority
But
goal
you know
is
that
the
I'm not-
family. Kids, maybe a dog,
Miracle.
maybe a nice family
Miracle,
wagon,
listen.
a van or something.
Miracle, listen.
Bro,
Where I'm
that
coming
is what
from
they want.
Sometimes some women get to that position because of experiences they've had with
See.
some men. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that nobody wants to be loved. I'm not saying some women don't want love. They don't want to be loved, love and be loved. But I'm saying that before they get to that position where they say, oh, you know what? If I find somebody who comes along and is worth the situation, they are prowling.
Okay, do you know what those women do? Those women were women and they took L's and then I said, oh, so that I don't take any L's, I'm going to turn myself and my emotions, or I'm going to try my best to turn my emotions into a man. And they're still taking L's. At the end of the day, just because you take L's in your journey does not mean you need to turn into a man.
Well, some women
Because
are
those
just,
women don't end up winning.
Yeah.
They don't end up
You
winning.
don't understand. The thing
they
is,
end up lonely.
you don't get what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that those kind of women don't end up looking for love, or don't get me wrong. It's not like at a point in their life they don't feel like they need somebody that would just be with them, and they know that, okay, I'm only facing one person, not having multiple partners or multiple guys that they say, okay, at least I have 1 or 2, 3 guys. If I'm feeling like some type of way, I'll call this one and I know that, okay, I can meet him up or we'll hook up somewhere or something. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Women are not built like that.
You're not wrong, but what I'm saying is, because of some things that some women, like now, the kind of story she gave is enough to push some women to say, you know what, for now, I'm not even going to date anybody till I feel like I'm ready. But if I have a sexual intercourse with somebody, it is what it is.
Do you see what you're doing right now?
What's that?
You're using women with trauma to defend her point.
I'm not using women to trauma to
Why
defend.
do you
I'm
do
just
that?
saying
Those are
no,
women with
no,
trauma.
it's not.
See,
no.
let me tell you.
See,
Those are
it's just
women
like
with
the
trauma.
same way some men will go through heartbreaks and all that and be like, you know what? I'm not dating anybody, but they will have sex with women. It is what it is.
Men are
Miracle.
different.
You-
You guys need to stop
Miracle,
acting like men and women are the same.
Let me
Men
tell
are
you,
different.
when it
We're
comes-
sexual beings.
Miracle, wait. I feel like the problem we have in this country, or generally,
world,
is the
actually.
fact that men think that they can do some certain things women can do, and it's really, really not cool. Let me tell you.
It's not cool, but it's
Yes,
true.
let me tell you, honestly, let me tell you. Now, if you see how the world is going, women are doing everything men are doing. There's nothing men are doing, women are not doing.
Straight up.
Do you understand? There's nothing. And I've come to realize that when it comes to men and women, we should stop projecting that men can do some things, women cannot do some things. And again, me, I'm not a feminist, but I'm an equalist. I believe that everybody has equal right to do whatever they want to do, right? If a man can say, fuck it, excuse my French, everybody,
Yeah,
but
no
it is
way.
what
Go
it
ahead,
is.
please.
I'm gonna do whatever I want to do because I've had several experience with women. I just feel like women getting,
not worth it.
being in love with women doesn't work for me, because that's why you see a lot of celebrities saying that I just want a baby mama. I don't want to do the whole lot of
Yeah.
things. Practical example is Wizkid. Wizkid has how many child for one baby, one particular woman. Why is he not married to the woman? Maybe because he doesn't believe in marriage or he doesn't want to engage in it. But they are really cool. If a man can do that, a woman can do that, because there's a lot of damaged women out there because of what men have done to them. And they just feel like, okay, love is not for me. Let me just focus on having kids and raising my kids. And I just, do whatever I want to do and life move on. So it's not a man thing, because honestly,
I know you brought up 2 points. I just wanted to address those 2 points so I don't forget them. You said, fuck it, I'm going to have sex with whoever I want to have sex with. The consequences for a woman having multiple sex partners and a man having multiple sex partners, who do you think the liability is more on?
honestly,
Hold on. Who do you think the negative, who do you think will suffer more from? Who do you think like the liabilities for that for those actions?
So
who do you think will
my
lie on more?
question to you is that,
come on, answer
wait,
the
hold
question.
on, honestly,
'Cause you
I really
know-
want to know.
Okay,
We are
it's a
trying to-
woman. It's a woman. You
Okay.
see, don't say Wizkid. You say he has 2 baby mamas. How many
He has
husbands
more-
do
he
those
has
women
more
have?
than 2.
Just
Huh?
none.
Just Wizkid, right?
Yes.
Okay, I bet. They're winning.
No, but
Honestly,
they're winning.
Miracle, you're not
They're
getting
winning.
the
He has
point.
2. They have 1. They're showing
you're not-
one.
you're not-
No,
you're
they're
getting the
sharing.
point.
He's with
Miracle.
one right now. He's with one baby mama right now.
And she's
Miracle.
only with him.
Miracle, you're not getting the point. The
Wizkid
point
has, I believe, 2 baby mamas, right?
No, you don't get what we're trying to say.
Wizkid.
Right now, there
No,
are
he's
women that have
dating
had
her. He's not married to her.
Yes, there are
Yeah.
women that have had
Yeah.
kids for Wizkid, right? That's different.
Yeah.
But he's currently with one who is, I think, currently we had 3rd pregnancy for him. That's what's her name, Jada P or something like that.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But where she's coming from is this, and which I totally understand, is that sometimes the reason why this kind of conversation is hard for some men to accept is that is that women are beginning to dish out things that men know cannot handle. Because it's easy for him, because society and the world in general has made it that if a man does this, it is justified, it is clarified. But when a woman, because like that example you gave, like the example you gave about if a woman has multiple sexual partners and she wants to get married, and who is the liability going to fall on? Granted, yes, because they'll say, oh, the woman, she has slept with so many men, this, that.
Not even
what
that.
makes you what makes you so sure that a woman too cannot stand up and say, oh, because he has slept with so, and because this thing is, it's sad that society and the world in general has made it acceptable for a man to be able to do certain things, and a woman cannot.
Let me tell you.
No, hold on.
I
Let me just see. Fuck society.
Okay.
Biologically, you guys cannot have multiple sex partners.
Why?
Because your hormones will not even allow it. Because of your pH. If your pH is different, you get infections. Different bodies is different pHs. We don't have that shit.
Miracle.
We just have a muscle stick.
Miracle. What about girls that actually sleep with multiple partners for livelihood?
Most of them come to the pharmacies and be taking injections up their
Not
asses.
all the time. Why is condom there for? What is condom there for?
Even if you use a condom, it still fucks up your pH.
No, Miracle. See, let me tell you.
this shit.
You know, my pain.
Biologically,
one of my
women are
problem
not
with
even meant to
with
have
this
multiple
men
sex
gender.
partners.
People think it's a man's word, but we are changing that. Let me educate you.
No, see, nobody
Miracle,
cares.
hold on.
You guys can
Hold
choose
on.
you want to become men. You're going to end up lonely. Facts.
Miracle.
And you think there are no
hold
women
on.
that don't want to say that they
Miracle.
don't want to
How
be
many
married?
women that have
There are
had
women there are women nowadays.
Okay,
that
how
just
many
even
women
want,
have had
they want somebody to
promiscuous-
just get them pregnant.
Okay,
they don't
give
want to
me-
even get married. They just want a child.
Give me.
Women
give me
can
an
live-
Why do you think
example.
there's IVF?
Give me an example of a woman that's had a promiscuous past and is happy today.
Give you what?
An example.
How are we supposed to have those?
Oh no, I have because I have example
How?
of women who have had promiscuous passes and they're not happy.
I'm even giving.
I know.
I'm even giving an example because I've heard women talk about the fact that they don't even want to end up with another man. They don't want to get married, but they'll rather just have a child.
Oh my God.
That's why there's IVF. They'll go there and
Let
go and
me-
do artificial insemination, or find a man who will just get them pregnant. They're not even waiting for the man to accept the baby or not.
Please, I want to give you an example. What,
You think single mothers are happy?
what makes you think they're not
You
happy?
think women that are without kids are happy too?
Oh, women
That's what
with-
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Women that are even married, are
do you
they
think they're
happy?
happy?
I know some
With
of my
the way-
friends that are married.
With the way you men cheat like dogs. Do you think women that
I know
are
some
married
They're
are
still
happy?
winning.
Wait, hold on.
What?
Do you
They're
know,
still.
You see, this
do you
is
want to
the
know
mentality that I
why?
just
Do you want to
said.
know why? Because they have the package.
What is the package
They have
ring?
the ring. They have the guarantee.
You know what's funny? The thing
They
is,
have the
I have
guarantee.
friends that are married.
What?
And I have friends that are married, and anytime they see me, they'll be like, Eve, I'm not saying you should not get into a relationship, but right now enjoy your singlehood because marriage is a trap. And I'm like, but you're the ones that wanted to get married. So how are you saying like, Jonathan, how are you saying? Why are you making this kind of statement?
Let me tell you, what started this conversation is how men ghost women after they have sex with them, right? And I still think that if men are not cool with the fact that women are becoming more wiser, like we are becoming, informed.
We're not accepting the bullshit
And
anymore.
being
we
wiser
think, let me
is
tell
asking
you,
for money?
No, let me tell you something. See, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Assuming, I told the guy that, oh, because you're coming close, why don't you do 1 or 2, 3 things? Let me do this. And the guys did it for me, and at the end of the day, we did what we did, and did not coming
You
back.
still be sad.
No, I won't be sad,
you will.
Miracle. I won't
Yes,
be
you
sad.
will.
Miracle, I'm
I
telling
know
you,
you're not
I
built
won't
like
be freaking.
that.
I won't be sad.
You're not sad because you had sex with him and you left. You're sad because you started building emotions for him. It's not
Miracle.
about the sex. It's about the emotion.
Miracle, what I'm trying to
You
tell
guys
you.
always trying to make it
Miracle.
about sex. It's not about the sex. It's about the emotion.
Miracle, let me tell you something.
Didn't you have feelings for him?
Miracle, what feelings?
So you didn't have feelings for the guy?
No, I just feel like we could be something.
Exactly. So it's not about the
How is
sex.
there feeling there?
Even if he bought stuff for you, that means he's even spending
But
more
it will
time
be
with
like
you.
a
You'll probably be more heartbroken.
Consolation.
Consolation for me that okay, at least he wasn't there. He did not want to
You
continue,
see,
but
this is
at
what
least
I'm
I
trying
got
to say.
something.
You guys try to lie to yourself. The materialistic things is going to cover up for the heartbreak. It wouldn't.
Miracle, let me tell you something. What I'm still trying to say is that men started this thing. Because for you to think that you can just meet a woman and just have sex with her and you don't want to follow up is really very wrong. And if women are coming out today, yes, and if women are coming out today to say that for a man to have some kind of access to me or get down into my pants or see me, because seeing somebody naked is like you seeing them in their lowest form.
Yes, ma'am.
For a man to have that kind of access to me, he has to do certain things. And when he meets certain things, yes, of course, I can actually grant him that access. If that really happens, there's no problem. I'm not going to get sad.
So
If
to
this,
you, sex is the ultimate prize for him.
yeah, it is. So that guy just whined me. And I just got whined. But now I've known that. I now know that.
Do you think all men, the ultimate prize for them is sex?
I don't know. I really don't care about what men think.
You
or
can
what men
speak. You
want.
can.
see,
You
that's
can.
the
No, the thing
problem.
is,
don't.
That's the problem
Maybe
right
you're.
there.
Maybe you're
That's-
one.
you see, that's the
Maybe you're one
problem.
of
You
the
don't
few.
even-
Maybe you're one of the few men who believe that sex is not the ultimate prize for men. But if you sit down
You can't
and
speak for ask Miracle. You should ask him
no,
that
no, no,
question.
Nipple
I
piercings.
said maybe.
Ask is
Nipple
not. Okay,
piercings.
what is the ultimate
He
price
just
for
said
you?
nipple
What
piercings.
Nipple
is?
piercings.
It's still not about. It boils down to sex.
No, I just like to look at them. I just like to look at them. That's all. I'm just looking nice nipple piercings.
So that's what I'm saying. That you could be one of the few. You could be one of the few men that sex is like the least of your worries. But if you sit down with most of I'm not going to say your friends who are in your circle, but if you sit down with some of your male counterparts, the first thing they want to do is actually spread a big girl's legs.
So basically, like, you guys just need to stop living in this fallacy land whereby you feel like you guys can match up to men or be like men. It's not going to end well for you. Majority of women that do that, they end up lonely. They end up confused. They end up cat women. And I don't mean cat women like comic book cat women. No, I mean 1,000 cats in your house, smells like piss, old, raggedy, probably in your pajamas. It's not a good look. Y'all need to stop it, bro. Just because you take L's on your journey does not mean you need to turn into a fiend. It doesn't work for you guys.
But why do you think that women need
Because
men?
I keep asking you, give me a name of a woman who has had a promiscuous past and is happy today. I can name you plenty of women that have had promiscuous passes, promiscuous, a promiscuous past, and they're not happy today. Plenty, popular ones too.
But Miriam, I want you to know something. Something I want you to know is that women can actually decide to say we don't want to marry and they are actually going to be cool. But it cannot happen to men.
Yeah, women that usually say that know that they can't get married.
That's not true.
They
It's just
can't
that
get married
those
or-
women have had enough bullshit coming from men and they don't want to entertain
Or what
it
if it's
anymore.
something that happened to them as
Same
kids?
way the women that say, "Oh, I'm done with men. I'm gonna be a lesbian." Like, stop.
But being
Guys-
a lesbian is not bad. How about that?
I'm didn't say it's bad, but the women that genuinely say, I'm done with men, so I'm just going to women. And
Because
they
I mean,
realize
at the
that
end
their
of the
fellow
day,
women is even more.
if you
is
look
worse.
at it, women actually know how to love women better than how men
That's
know how
wrong.
to love
Every
women.
woman that has transitioned back.
How many? Like, give me the
A lot.
statistics.
I know like 7.
Because I don't know that if a woman is loving you, she knows how she wants to be loved as a woman, so she gives you the same love.
Exactly. Don't
Yeah,
think
but
about
women are
that.
drama. Women are drama.
And
Women
men are not?
are worse communicators than men because you guys are sassy.
No, women communicate more than men.
Oh my god.
That's the truth.
And women can't deal with other women's communication.
Miracle, I get the fact that you want
Facts.
to really side the whole men gender because
It's
you are
not
a
that.
man.
It's just.
But
It's funny
honestly-
to me why women want to be men so bad.
No,
Like,
no, no,
why?
that's
But
not
why can't you
true.
just accept the fact that
Why?
women are tired of dealing with bullshit that comes from men?
So you decide to now.
They just decide to
For
live life
sex-
on their own.
for
But
sex,
wait,
you
so
ask
a
for
woman
things?
living life on her own terms is not what she's what she's random. She's promiscuous. Is that what you're saying?
Well,
A woman who decides that, okay, I want to live my life like this from the fact that I am tired of dealing with the drama that comes with men. Are you
so
saying
I
that?
just want to fuck for fucking sake.
But you know that there are women that are clearly doing that. You know that, right?
But do you know if
Are they happy?
Funny enough,
Some are.
is that
I'm not saying all. I said
let me
some
tell you,
are.
funny enough, based on what I've heard from reliable sources, is that
What are these sources?
honestly, you don't need to know them, but just say what I have to say. Let me tell you is
It's
that
giving you a
let me
friends.
tell you. See, let me tell you. Women actually know how to please themselves more than the way men know how to please them. Let me
What do
tell
you
you.
mean by
Let
that?
me tell you, there are some women that will tell you that ever since I've been having sex with my spouse or my husband or whatever, I've never had an orgasm, but I know how to do it myself. But why do you think, if it's like that, why do you think we actually need
But
men?
you see, women are not built around sex, even though sex is important.
It
they're not
is
built around
actually.
sex.
But if you
That's why women can be in a marriage and have terrible sex. But a man, if he's in a marriage and he has terrible sex, he's probably gonna cheat.
And that's
Most
why
likely gonna cheat.
Because let me tell you, women in Nigeria, I don't know whether it's only Nigeria, we've been programmed in a way that we know that once you're married, you cannot have extramarital affairs.
Yes.
It's just you and the husband. But men, they don't really give to F. They can sleep with whoever they want to sleep with. At the end of the day, they'll say, he's a man now. He's a man
Do you-
now.
do you
Forgive
think-
him."
do you
Do you
think-
know what will even annoy me is the fact that when you go to church, let me tell you, I went to a Bible study in my church. My pastor was giving an experience about a woman that her husband was cheating. She had to pray to the Lord. She pray, and God did something. And it really doesn't make sense to me because if it was the table was had to
turned,
be
yeah.
Yes, this man will not sit down and pray for his cheating wife.
Man, don't go.
Do you understand?
why do you think that?
How many men have prayed for their cheating,
Wait, let me ask
cheating
you,
wife to
I
get
don't
back
know.
to their senses?
Wait, let me
Yeah, men
ask you a
don't
question.
That's not true.
I pray.
Are you married?
Greg,
What? I pray.
Nobody
Are
saying,
you married?
nobody's saying, nobody's
I'm
saying,
based in the choir.
Miracle, nobody's saying you don't pray. Nobody's saying you don't have a spiritual life. What we're trying to say is that if a man cheats and he's married, the next thing, if I'm saying, you know, he's a man, he's something.
Yeah.
Pray.
And this is not,
Facts.
whether married or not, yeah? Whether it's a relationship.
Not that I
whether it's
encourage that.
Do you understand? That's what I'm saying, that you might be one of the few men that think differently, but at the end of the day, the thing is, if a woman cheats, right? If a woman cheats and the man finds out, he will throw serious tantrum, heaven and hell will
tell you.
brimstone
Do you
and
know
Sodom
why?
and Gomorrah will
Do you know
happen.
why?
But if a man cheats on his woman, he's
Yeah,
ready to
that's
bring
true.
Do you
down
know why?
heaven to
Do you
beg
know?
her.
Do you know
Yes.
why?
Do you
He said we should
understand?
Do you know
pray
why?
Pray for
for a
Eve,
cheating
Eve.
man.
Hold on. Do you know why? Because if a husband cheats on his wife, he still loves his wife.
Oh, please, you
BS.
need to stop
If a wife-
saying that.
If a
Stop
wife
saying that
cheats
thing.
on the husband,
Let
she
me tell you,
doesn't love him
I
anymore.
have someone. Let me tell you, I have
She's
someone,
done.
I have someone
She's
tell,
done with the
I have
marriage.
someone tell me that, like, I had someone tell me that, there was one relationship he had with a single girl, that when the wife found out, the wife was devastated because he realized that he had been dating the girl for 10 good years, right? And this man that is talking about how the wife was devastated, finding out that he was dating a single girl for 10 good years, is still in a current relationship
Can you
that is ending to that 10 good years. Where's the love there? Tell me, where is the love miracle?
If a
And
man-
see, I've come to realize that if somebody love their partner, they don't do anything that will make the partner break. And people
I
have-
understand
we've
that.
written-
See. The biggest thing in marriage is respect. That's the truth. The biggest thing. Men that actually cheat in marriages, I find them very, very
So
disgusting.
you're saying when you get married, you won't cheat on your wife?
I will not. I would rather stay
Easier said
single.
than done.
I would rather say, I'm telling you, I would rather not get married than marry and cheat. I would not do that.
Are you saying that
because
because-
I believe that my father never cheated. At least I never saw it. So I won't do
Yes,
it.
that
No,
as
okay.
well.
I'd rather just stay
I
single.
wish a lot of men, some
Facts.
men had this
No,
mentality.
But Miracle
that's-
that is saying he like nipple piercing. He's going to cheat.
No. See, I'm
Imagine
open.
marrying a woman that doesn't have nipple
just
piercing.
because I'm
Miracle.
open, just because I'm open sexually, does not mean I'm promiscuous.
There's that.
It doesn't mean I'm promiscuous. I'm just open with what I like and what I like. I'm just open with it.
Like what I like.
I'm just. Some people are shy with sexual conversations. I'm
True.
not. I'm not shy with them. And the funny thing is that I'm not dating anybody right now. But if I'm dating, I won't cheat on my girlfriend, because cheating is a habit that you build when you're very, very young, and it continues to build and goes to be. And I strongly believe that people that are serious cheats now will be serial cheats when they get married.
True.
Unless God just intervenes.
But honestly, I want to say something to the ladies because of what you said. Is that I watched a YouTube video by Jerry, that's Pastor Jerry's wife, and she said that as a woman, behavior you are exhibiting as a single girl, if you don't get rid of it, it's going to follow you to marriage. So because some women will say, I'm just trying to
Buttress what you
on what you said,
Mm-hmm.
that for you to be a serial cheater in your marriage, that you've always had that habit in you.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And I totally concur with that, because if you don't deal with some habit you have as a single person, once you get into the marriage, actually highlights your behavior. If you are cheating, you are going to cheat in marriage.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
If you are a lazy person, marriage is going to bring out that part in you.
Yeah.
But honestly, what I want to say to the guys out there is that
Ladies, stop being
I haven't-
transactional.
no,
Stop being transactional.
That is what you have
Stop
to
being
say to
transactional.
the lady. But me,
Unless,
I
I'm
have
telling
what I'm
you,
saying
this
to the
generation
guys.
is building a generation that women are going to cheat more than men.
But you-
Watch.
you
Because
caused
if their husband
it.
cannot provide, they're going to jump to the next man that can provide. I'm telling you.
Let me tell you something.
I'm
Do
telling
you know that? Let me tell you something you need to know is that
guys are building
you
dogs.
Know now, there's
They're
when
building
people-
dogs for
when
women.
girls talk about
They're
that they
building
want
dogs
a
for women.
ready-made man. I want a man that has his shit together. I don't want to build any motherfucker, because most of these men are really motherfucker. I don't want to build anybody. I want a man that has his fucking shit together. Someone will say, people will say that, oh, why
She's
do you,
materialistic, she's
why
this.
don't you have a man that you nurture, whatever?
Nurture.
Because these men, when
Project.
you nurture these men and you teach them how to be a man, they will go
Who
out
you
there and
teach
they'll-
you how to be a
Oh,
man?
Because
No,
there are
there's
some
some
men don't
men
know
that-
how
Oh
to be a
my
man.
gosh.
Let me tell
There's
you.
some men
Look
that
at
like
the
to-
blasphemy.
No, but you know that
Look
there's
at the
some men. You know that there are
blasphemy.
some men that like to be projects. They like to be built up from the
Most
scratch
men,
up.
even Miracle, as you are saying, when Miracle get married, it's also a project to his wife.
Away.
There are so many things. Honestly, I'm telling you, there are so many things.
My wife will make me a better man.
That's what I'm saying.
She'll make me a better man, not a man. She'll make me a better
No,
man.
okay, you
not
are a man, right? There are some things that your man, when your wife come into your life, you get better, and that I think that's
Like
why,
what? What
let
do you think?
Hold on, that's why
There's
women,
some aspects of you
Let me
change.
let me tell
Like
you
what?
something. Let me
I don't
tell
know
you.
what it is,
Let me
but
tell you
some things
something.
about you
Let me tell
change.
you.
Even
The
your
truth
friends will
is,
be telling
do
like,
you
"Guy,
know
you
why
don't change,
women get very annoyed when their man cheats? Because these are men that they've married, and there are some things that they did not know how to do, or things they're not doing. They have to build the man to a certain level, and all of a sudden you are dating a girl that everything they had to work on, with tears, with argument, with everything, you are giving somebody for free.
Bruh.
The guy's enjoying what you literally labored
for.
for.
But do you know sometimes God puts you in a situation to mold something from
I don't want to
100%.
mold anything. Every man, get your shit together.
I
don't want to
I
mold
resemble-
anything.
I resemble
Get your
Potter.
freaking
Ladies
shit
and gentlemen,
together.
that's going to be the end of the podcast.
Miracle's running away.
Like Potter to
Don't
resemble
let
Potter
your
when they mold
girlfriend
clay.
stopping you from finding your wife. And ladies, stop being transactional.
And ladies,
My
don't let
name
your-
is Miracle P, and we're out.